Hey everyone, I'm Jeremy Newman, Vice President of Policy and Engagement at the Texas Homeschool Coalition and also at the Family Freedom Project. I have a couple bill updates for you guys. So first, our big CPS reform bill that the Family Freedom Project is working on, House Bill 730. We told you guys before it passed the House almost unanimously, and yesterday it was heard in the Senate committee. That hearing went super well. Here's a funny inside scoop though about how things happen in the legislature sometimes, that at 2 o'clock in the morning, the day before the hearing, there was kind of an SOS call from some of the legislators where there was a bunch of legal questions that came in on the bill at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the hearing was going to be at 8 o'clock. And so myself, and I'll give a shout out here to Megan Corser on our team, kind of worked in tandem, taking turns sleeping and answering legal questions until 8 o'clock in the morning. And then the hearing happened and it went super well. And so that bill actually passed committee today. It's on its way to the Senate floor. We expect it to go well on the Senate floor, and then it would be done. It would go to the governor, it'd be signed into law, and you can see in the comments of the email some of the details of that bill, but it would be a pretty significant pro-family CPS reform. One of the other bills that our team was working on yesterday as well, had a hearing, was House Bill 63 that would end the practice of anonymous CPS reports. So in Texas right now, when people call in and make a CPS report, they can do it anonymously. And it's a crime for you to make a false CPS report. But if you make a false CPS report, they probably can't prosecute you because you can make the report anonymously. So they have no idea who you were. So the bill changes it to say that it's confidential, meaning that the public doesn't know who made the report, but that if it turns out that you made an intentionally false report, you can be prosecuted for it because that's a crime under current law. And then House Bill 1819, this is our juvenile curfew bill that would end the practice of cities and counties having juvenile curfews that prohibit students from being out during certain times of the day. That bill already passed the House, and it also had a hearing yesterday in the Texas Senate and got voted out in the Texas Senate, so it's also on its way to the floor. So that's three bills that all got heard in committee and have been voted out and are headed to the Senate floor. And then the last update that we have, Senate Bill 8. So this is an education choice bill, parental choice in education bill that came over from the Senate a couple months ago now, that would establish an education savings account where a parent is allowed to take a portion of the state funds that would normally go for their student to the local public school, and they can instead spend those funds on other forms of education if they decide not to go to the public school. So that bill just got set for a hearing on Monday. And it's probably a bit of a formality because they've already heard multiple bills on the exact same subject matter. So it's probably going to be a shorter hearing, but it looks like they're probably going to move that bill out of committee. So we'll be there watching that on Monday and give you guys some updates about how that goes. But thanks everyone for following everything that's happening. Keep in touch because we're in the last few weeks of the legislative session here. A lot of things can happen quickly. And if anything happens that needs you to weigh in and call your legislator or send emails or even show up to testify, then we'll let you guys know. Thanks.